The Sequence 2 is a puzzle game of sequences, levers, pushes, and pulleys that will leave you baffled by your own genius. The Sequence 2 is, as the name implies, a puzzle game, all about building the correct sequence of pushes and pulls to solve the puzzle. Each puzzle has a weird pie chart thing and a simple push or pull lever, which you can maneuver or pull or push to face certain directions, or change from pull to push, but that's about it. Your goal is to drag or push the pie pieces into the goal, scoring points for each successive one you manage. Each level has you setting up your sequence machine, putting your pushes and pulls in just the right places to be able to maneuver the pieces into their correct placement. At the start, you are given a variety of tutorial levels that take you through what to do step by step, so much so that it begins to feel a little bit boring being told what to do all the time. However, once you're finally left on your own devices to solve the puzzles, you realize why it spent so much time training you. Though the puzzles start out simple, drag them this way, push them that way, and repeat, they begin to get more and more complicated, adding new elements and design decisions along the way. For example, once you get past the first section, the game informs you, only if you click on the question mark at the top because you're struggling through the level, that the pulling and pushing pieces themselves can in fact be pulled or pushed. This means that you can create extremely elaborate Ruby Goldberg-esque sequences with your pieces, eventually culminating in the level's completion. Though you might find it overly simple at the beginning, the puzzles will tax you like you'd never been taxed before. The Sequence 2 takes puzzle games to its fullest extent, creating extremely intense, cerebral puzzles with nothing more than a limiting playing field, a few basic rules and sets, and some blocks. The Sequence 2 is the kind of puzzle game that all other puzzle games strive towards. It is inventive and interesting, intriguing and baffling, as well as being utterly filled with those aha moments that make puzzle games so wonderful. You'll be staring at a puzzle for minutes at a time, completely baffled as to what on earth you're supposed to do when, suddenly, it'll hit you. The obvious solution. The Sequence 2 is a puzzle game like no other, because it is a puzzle game distilled down to its truest form. A simple, yet intensely logical and complex puzzle that challenges your mental state, as well as your mental well-being. You'll be challenged, you'll be confused, you'll even be angry, but at the end of it, you'll feel more satisfied than you can imagine possible.